hiked up this big hill trying to find the sanctuaries, as Randy Newberg would say. I think my dad's behind me, but I'm not 100% sure. But I've just got another 100 feet in elevation and a couple 100 yards to see what's on the other side. I'm hoping there's a bunch of elk. We'll see. I tried to find an opportunity for us. Climb this giant hill for a mile and got to the top, and it was basically a drop off on the other side. Just ridiculous steep. So we can mark that off of our spots to hunt, because there's no way we could get something out of there without killing ourselves. Saw some elk last night, so hopefully we'll get in on them this morning. We'll see what the snow did to them. Sounds like you were going to say something.
We see some deer. Haven't seen any elk this morning. Got snow. That's a really good thing. It's snowing a little bit now, and the clouds look like might be some more on the way.
Yeah, today's Saturday, opening day of elk season. Got our tags yesterday. We're hunting here in Colorado, using Onyx maps to hunt some of these little public mixed into the private areas. So we saw a couple, 3, maybe 4 elk last night, just off the edge of this public land, which is why we're hunting here this morning. But one of them looked like a bull, but it was pretty dark, so hard to say. We got here about 20 minutes earlier than the 8 hunters down there. I don't know if you can see those guys, but yeah.
Oh, the truck is. Show them the truck.
I asked Dad how far he thought it was. 650. It was 350. So it's a good thing we have a rangefinder. We're climbing this hill right behind us. We've got the wind in our favor.
Right toward those hunters down there.
Right towards those hunters, and that's gonna benefit us. Behind us we've got public over the hill, and I don't expect any of those hunters to come our direction, just because
they're old fat guys.
Yeah, every single one of them, even the 14-year-old. We're just trying to find some elk, that's all.
It's beautiful up here though.
Oh man,
it snowed last night.
Yeah, we had like 4 inches of snow. Maybe like 2 inches, I don't know. I didn't bring my ruler, but I did bring my rangefinder. Something I'm dealing with right now is my 308. I mentioned it earlier, I sighted it in last night, and then whenever I went back to zero it, I kind of forgot to stop at 0 and kind of got lost in revolution. So I think I'm still zeroed, but only time will tell. The good news is if I miss, it'll be like a 5-foot miss, so no chance of like injuring it. It's either dead or injured. No, it's either dead or a clean miss. Just rolling the dice. Okay, so we think we've seen something right. Let's see, right here. No, here. We'll see. My dad and I are about that out. We're gonna go up this ravine, or down that ravine, up the hill. down that ridge, and then hopefully have a few 100-yard shot at whatever. So, my dad and I have been hiking for the last few days, and a couple days, I guess. And I've been faster than him everywhere we go. But now that there's an elk bedded down at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, all of a sudden he wants to be faster than me. He's like, come on, let's go. I'm like, I gotta put my backpack on. We also made a deal that he gets the first elk, or at least he gets to decide if he wants the first elk, unless there's 2 bulls, at which I get the bigger one and he gets the smaller one. He agreed to that. Either way, he gets a bull. That's what he cares about, and I care about him getting a bull and getting the biggest bull, of course. So it's win-win-win. Well, we got over to where we're trying to get to, and we haven't seen the buck or the bull that my dad saw that got us headed this direction. So thought, you know what? It's cold. It's snowing. Why don't we make some oatmeal? Quaker, baby. Just a little camp stove action. Hiker stove. Let it pick me up. Need some fuel. Because I am tired. Try to keep Dad on the road here while we're eating some deer jerky. Driving the snowy back roads of Montrose, Colorado. Got some Dr. Pepper jalapeno, homemade homegrown jalapenos. Woo, yep. There it is. There's that jalapeno. Alright, it's day 2, and we've got lots of snow. We're up at about 11,500 feet in elevation, and you can see just a winter wonderland up here. So we're trying to find a good spot to be hunting, a place that we can actually pull off and do some glassing. The roads are a bit bouncy, which is why my voice is blah, 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 blah. But yeah, we're gonna get out in the snow. It's 17 degrees today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you wore your long johns. There we go.
Where do you have the electric blanket?
Where's the electric blanket? Under the long johns. Just a little bit of snow, Dewey. Can't even see the truck. We left like 2 seconds ago. Oh, there it is. Alright, guys. We got about a foot and a half of snow. My dad's telling me to be quiet because we're actually hunting. But it's cold. It's 16 degrees. And a lot of snow. Yeah. We're about, I don't know what elevation. We're about 12,000 feet elevation right now. And it's awesome. I don't know if there's any crazy enough elk to be up here, but I hope so. There's lots of rabbit trails, which means there's animals. I'm hoping we're gonna find elk. I told Dad we'll probably find the dumber elk, because you have to be pretty dumb to live up in this kind of cold. But So we just found some tracks, fresh tracks from this morning, and got three elk walking the direction we're walking. Wind's in our face. So we're just gonna keep walking and see if we can come up on them. I brought my coffee. Yeah. Stuff right there. It's cold. Like 16 degrees. Maybe colder.
Not sure we'd have made it 200 years ago.
Whew. We have a lot of snow, as you can see. Our bullets are kind of covered in snow, but we got some in the magazines that keep them nice and ready to go.
Oh man.
What?
Go ahead, finish.
Oh, I don't know. Got this nifty little range card. Decided to make that while I was freezing, and using the new Vortex Diamondback Tactical 4 to 12 power on the 308, so nothing crazy. And yes, I'm hunting elk with a 308. Some people think that's crazy, but if it's good enough for Randy Newberg, it's good enough for me. Give me some words of wisdom.
7mm Magnum. I'm shooting same settings at 100 yards and 350 yards.
That's not true, but it's close enough.
I am shooting that.
It's a very flat shooting gun. That's the point. He's not changing anything for anywhere from 100 to 350, so I'll take it. Okay, so it's cold. It's snowing like crazy. Yeah. So what do? You make some hot water. The wind was getting to it, so put some aluminum foil around it. And you mix that. Some of this. That's right. Berry cider out in the forest. Out in the wilderness. What's this wilderness called? I don't know. We're somewhere in Colorado. We did. But man, this is gonna be good. Because you know me. Brought my Arctic. It's snowing. It's just gonna be hot. It's gonna be tasty. Might even make some tea out of some pine nuts and pine needles. Probably not. Berry energy is gonna be so good. Super cold though. Playing in the snow. You good? He fell over. Help, I can't fall and I can't get up. Man, that's beautiful right there.
just had some good jerky that Matthew made.
Dark pepper jalapeno. Look at all those beautiful trees.
Hey, I had a thought.
Hit me.
We bring a trailer up here
Okay.
and take back Christmas trees every year, and it pays for our trip.
I think that is an awesome idea. I think we have a truck and we could do the same. I was actually thinking about doing it for my house anyway. Thoughts?
It's awfully early.
Well, I might have promised Rachel that we'll put the tree up November 11th when I get back as her way of accepting me being gone for 10 days. Okay, it's day 3 of hunting, day 4 of being in the mountains, and we haven't seen any elk yet. That's not really true. We saw like 4 right at dusk on scout day, but people that are so graciously taking us out, they've seen a few, so we're gonna go up way up in the high mountains. Don't tell them where, because that's a no-no apparently. And yeah, we're gonna go find some elk. Ooh, baby, on top of the world. Oh, photo shoot with the photo shoot. Well, you know it's cold because my beard's getting big. And these lovely people here have been such wonderful hosts.
Shalom.
This is Sue and Wes. They have gone extremely out of their way to take care of us and feed us. I've eaten elk, I think, every day I've been up here. It's just motivation to get my own. And this is my father.
I haven't got an elk yet. Going to.
Yep, me either. We're having a good time though. Right behind us, we can hunt all this behind here. Look at that. It's crazy. So much space. But I haven't found any elk, so we're gonna keep moving. Saw several fresh tracks coming through here, so we finally parked the Jeep and gonna head in, walk in, see if we can't come across some elk. Sue has a mule deer tag, I have an elk tag, Dad has an elk tag, and Wes is just along for the ride. No, he's the resident expert, I suppose. So we got lots of snow up here, ladies and gentlemen. Like 2 foot in some places.
Talking to some people that killed bulls, saw one really big one.
This guy, there's a couple hunters across the way. We're headed down the mountain. We're like, it's too high. We're way too high. Next thing you know, he's pulling this like 350 class 6x6 out on public land. And it was a roller coaster of emotion. In like about 5 seconds, we were like, yes, there's elk up here. Man, why couldn't I have gotten that elk? Man, good for him. Pity me. At least that's what I went through.
Yeah, something like that.
I was like, no, I need to be happy for him. That's the good thing to do. So then this morning we went to this place and it was straight downhill and there's this huge rope that was like, I don't know, 1,000 yards long. It seemed like it, probably not that long, but
I bet it was.
it was a long rope, no joke, spliced together over and over and over. And we were like, you know what, let's just turn around. Turns out a guy killed a bull down there last night, had a bunch of rope, didn't have enough rope, so he bought some more rope, and they've got 6 guys pulling it out right now. And one of them had a cow in the back of his truck. Just talked to another guy that had a bull, or killed a bull either today or yesterday. So there's elk around. We just got to find them. just set up. I've got my, I'm set up in a really cool spot. I'm right on this little walking road. Yeah, it's like got a bunch of trees to make a blind for me, so it works really nice. Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be great. It's a third evening, and I'm really believing that my dad and I are both gonna get an elk tonight. So, Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, it's 15 degrees outside, still lots of snow, supposed to be sunny today. Father over there drinking his coffee. Cappuccino. He doesn't drink coffee. He drinks a little coffee. It's day 4. It's chilly. There is a bull. Actually, they never said it was a bull. They just said an elk was killed down here where we're going today. So it was killed 2 days ago. They drug it out yesterday. We may be way in over our heads because they used like a half mile of rope to pull it out, literally. It was like 1,000 feet of rope. Yeah, there's a lot of rope. We just saw a nice mature bull. I think he saw us before we saw him, and he took off running. Never gave us a shot. It would have been about 100 yards. It's about 11:30 right now, so gonna keep on. It's chilly. It's 15 degrees this morning. I don't think it's warm that much. The wind chill's got me. Same place we went last night. So, trying to find that bull we saw yesterday. Hopefully we'll find him today. Oh my gosh.
Big one.
It's a big one. You got one?
Got one.
Got one. Right here.
There he is.
Oh my gosh. I'm shaking so bad.
Matt saw 2 elk coming in. There was a big one and a little one. And we were watching them through the trees, and I thought I had shot him the big one and took it. And he was down, and I just shot him again just to make sure that I can see him right there. He's totally down. We got us an elk.
We got an elk, baby.
Oh my goodness.
I thought that was a small one. I passed on him. And he shot him. Darn you. Dad just shot his first elk. About 180 yards. No. I'll measure it once we get up to him. Now, to be fair, I passed on this elk. I wasn't sure if he was legal. Dad got a better look at him and shot him. Dad, why don't you put him out of his misery right there? You can see him right here. What was a good decision today?
I went walking because I got so cold. I came back and Matt said, let's go back over there and walk state land. And I said, what time is it? He says it's 10:30, right? I said,
yeah.
let's give it 15 more minutes.
It's 9:30.
9:30. I said, let's give it 15 more minutes. I sat down, and I had no more than sat down, and Matt says, there's something. It's elk. It's two bulls. So we got to looking at them. One looked like it was a fork, and then the other one was bigger. I believe this is the bigger one. I'm sure hoping it is.
He's still moving a little bit, so let's go ahead and take a shot on him. I mean, he's hit, so
1, 2, 3, 4 on both sides.
yeah.
Yeah,
Positive.
positive.
Awesome. Whew.
He's alive.
Shoot him in the neck.
I don't have a neck shot from here.
Yeah, you do. Well, I mean, we can walk up on him. Put him down.
What he did.
Yes. We were way up there. Longer shot than I thought it was. I'll get a range from him.
Where'd he go?
Here, on the right. Well, I get half this meat, right? Oh, he's big. It's a big animal. Still moving a little bit.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow. He's big. 5 by 5. He's probably the one that ran by yesterday.
You did it, buddy. We found the hard place where nobody else is going. We got it.
That is a nice bull, Dad. All right, Dad, what you got there?
I got my first elk. Got me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5 by 5.
5 by 5, baby. 205-yard shot using a 154 grain SST by Hornady out of his 7mm Magnum Savage 110 model. Whoo, baby.
We'd like to point it out that keep reading about going where nobody else goes. It's going to take something to get him out of here. Lord, let us go where no one else goes. We came in here first thing yesterday, and we believe this is the one that ran through. And we came back this morning early, just getting ready to leave when two bulls came in, this one and a fork. And just thank the Lord, He gave them to us. Woo!
Yes, sir. Congrats, Dad.
Thanks, Matt.
Dad, what are you doing?
Huh?
What you doing?
What do you mean?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm going up to the antlers.
Ah.
Going after the head, finally.
All right. When did you kill this thing? Sometime
Yesterday morning, 10 o'clock.
Yesterday morning. Oh, it's 11 degrees outside. Oh,
But like
it's 11 degrees. We're
faithful hunters, we brought all the meat back first.
Yes, you legally have to bring all the meat back first. So we did that. All the meat's in the truck. Now we're going to get the head, and that's what's going to be on the wall for the rest of our life. So it's time. Really had to get psyched up though. It's freezing out here. It's 11 degrees, and as we decline here, it's probably colder. So, but we're gonna make it happen. Dad, how many layers do you have on?
I have a undershirt, a short sleeve t-shirt, a long sleeve t-shirt, long sleeve camo shirt. I have 1, 2, 3 coats on, 4 coats on. I've lost count. I don't know.
All right, so we're carrying a bull up a mountain at dark time in 11-degree weather. I don't even have gloves on. That's how heavy this is. I'm not cold. Good? Turn around to the camera. You look so tiny compared to the thing. Alrighty, everyone. It is finally in the truck. After how long?
I shot this at 10 o'clock yesterday morning, and it is now 10 o'clock, no, 8 o'clock here on Thursday night. So, giving credit where credit is due.
Dad shot an elk.
I shot an elk, and Matthew carried that head and horns and pelt from the bottom to the top. I carried it enough to get a picture or two. He is the man.
Can we call that Hell's Canyon?
I guess.
But we got one full day of hunting left. I still have a tag to fill, so we're gonna try to do that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Maybe not at the bottom of the hill, but maybe. You never know. Well, that's all she wrote. We are headed back home. I did not get an elk. Dad did. You can kind of see it back there. Right Somewhere back there. He's got it about a foot above the truck so everybody can see it on the driveway. So,
I wanted to put it on top of the freezer, but that seemed a little too obvious, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. But anywho, we've got lots of meat in the freezer. Headed home. Oh, literally a freezer. He bought a freezer because he didn't have deep freeze. So he bought a deep freeze, put his meat in there. I have a bunch of coolers back there, so I've got. He's graciously giving me half the meat that I carried up the hill.
He earned his half of that elk, without a doubt.
Well, I appreciate that. So we've succeeded, even though I didn't get one.
Hey, is this the road we went up?
Maybe. We're reminiscing. 4 years ago, we were up here at
I think that's it right there.
hunting the elk wilderness up in Gunnison. So, anywho, we're headed home. That's the end of the trip. It's gonna be good. Good tasting. I got a massive beard right now. With my Russian hat. I didn't even. So we had like some pretty gnarly temperatures this week. Lows of 9 degrees. Mostly hunted in the morning and the evening, it being about 11 degrees. And some days the wind chill was easily below 0. It was a fun time, but I was well prepared. I didn't even wear my warmest clothes this week. So, anywho, thanks for watching. Next will be the butcher.